Hi, it's Fran with Fran's Crochet. Today we're going to get started on a Christmas tree. You can put lights in it if you want. I've done that. They make great gifts. And I'm still going to come in here and help. Well, I'm going to finish the part 3 on the scrap yarn basket. I'm still going around and around because I'm making a big one, and then I'll show you how to put the handles on and we'll be done with that. But I'm working on that. I haven't forgotten. And in the meantime, I thought I'd get started with Christmas tree. Okay, these are nice gifts. You can leave them out all year long. I personally leave mine out all year long on the end table or coffee table or whatever. I made one for my sister and my mother. I really like them, and they're, you know, good accents and decor for your home decor. So getting started with this Christmas tree crochet pattern, we're gonna you can do a magic ring, or you can do a chain 2 and do 4 single crochets. And I do have a tutorial that shows you how to do a single crochet, but basically, you know, we're gonna go in and do 4. Oops, all right, we'll do that. Okay, 4, 1. And oh, by the way, I am using a size H or 5mm hook. And I'm using worsted yarn. You could use any color you want too, by the way. You could use, I'm using like a buff color. You can use green. You can use, I did, I think, a mint one for my sister, and I did a beige like this for my mother, and I really like it, so I'm making this one for myself. So there we go. We close the loop. That's 4 singles. Now we're going to increase, okay? We're going to go right in there, and we're going to do 6 all together. So we're going to start with this one being 2 because it's an increase. If the yarn will let me, okay. I don't know, it didn't want to go in there. You got to be careful with that. All right, let's try this one more time. Got to make sure. Getting it started sometimes is a challenge. Okay, 1. We're doing an increase. Increase always means 2 stitches. 2 typically. And then 1 in the next. Got to grab those 2 loops. See, 1 single crochet in the next loop from the previous is 4. 1. Then we're going to go, I got a very big jumbo ball of yarn. You can use any kind you want. I like, of course, you know, I like the Dollar Tree Premier yarn. It's a really good quality yarn, but I got this one at Michael's or Walmart or something like that. 1, 2, and then we're just doing 6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's your last one. Okay, the next row we're going to go from 6 to 9. We're not, by the way, we are not joining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, make sure you want to make it look like a dome. Push that up. See that? Push that up. Can you see? I want to make sure you guys are getting a good view. Next, we're going to do 9, like I said. We're going to increase in the first loop here, 2 loops. 1, 2, and then you can put your yarn in a ball. I don't recommend it though. It makes it tight and it makes it thin. Then we're going to do 1. Then we're going to do 2 more. It makes it really thin. I've done it before and thinking it'd be handy, you know, because it just spins right off a ball, but the yarn gets too thinned out. This is perfect. This is really good yarn. I think it's Red Heart. I love using Red Heart too. I get the Red Heart, you can get it anywhere, but you can also get, I've seen it at Michael's, I've seen it at Joann's, I've seen it at Walmart. All right, I think that's 9, but I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, I must have to do 1 more. Sorry, I was talking on the camera, I got lost my count, saying you got a dome. So it's a dome. I'm gonna double check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got your 9 single crochets. Now we're going to start this is going to change the first couple rounds, I think 2, it's only got for the branches only chain 3, and then it start from that point on it goes to 4 chains for your branches. Okay, all right, here we go. Next we're going to do, but before we get to the branches, we're going to do 9 single crochets around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a super easy pattern. 7, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna recount them. 9. Okay. Don't forget to join me on Mystical Professor too. Okay, so I believe that's 9. Should still be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just you can't really tell if it went around that many times though. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna go ahead and snip that. It's gonna go up inside. It's just the beginning. I had it too long. All right. Okay, here we go. Next, we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna do the first set of branches. Okay, so we're gonna crochet, single crochet, chain 3, slip stitch. Oh wait, mistake right here. I meant to tell you that we're gonna be working in the front loop. So that's the loop that's in front of the, because you have 2 loops. See, there's a front and a back. We're gonna go in the front, and we're gonna pull up the single. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna go back into the front loop, and we're gonna slip stitch it, okay? And there you go, you got your first branch. Next one, you're gonna do this all the way around, and then you'll end up with 9 branches. Front loop only. Okay, single crochet, 9, 1, 2, 3, all the way around, slip stitch. And just starting out, this is kind of like a pain. It gets easier, I promise, okay? This is a project worth doing. Okay, front loop only. 1, 2, this yarn and this crochet hook are amazing. It's like butter. And then single, and you'll see the back loop. I mean, we're doing work in the front, but you can see the back one right there. You can see it. And then I have my marker, so that if you want to use a marker, you can use one as well. I'm going to start using it, all right? I don't typically use one. So going through the front, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. Do it again. Like I said, it's only the beginning. It's kind of making sure. 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys. Slip stitch. Sometimes the yarn comes apart. Go back. You see it's going around. We're almost there. And then the next one, we're going to increase. 1, 2, 3. This is, you're going to catch on really quick. I know you are. All right, let's see. I just want to make sure I'm centered. And then one more. Single, 1, 2, 3. And I think we have 2 left, 2 or 3. Single, 1, 2. It looks like a little hat. That's your Christmas tree. It's the top of your Christmas tree. Slip stitch. This is the last one from what I can see. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3. and a slip stitch. All right, there you go. Now, this is what it'll look like. It's the top of your tree. We're gonna go back in now. We're gonna work on the back loops because we're gonna increase. So, now in the back loops increase, you're gonna do, gotta pay attention here. Okay, this is only the beginning. It gets a lot easier, I promise. Okay, we're gonna go, you can see when you pull it apart, the back loop right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do, without catching the one behind it. Okay, here we go. I think I still caught some. All right, gotta make sure. All right, I got it. It was catching on it. Like I said, it's only a trick in the beginning. Okay, gonna do an increase. One, two, and then the next, we're going up to 12 now. So single crochet here. And then again, we're gonna do another one. Okay, so that's 4. Gotta pay attention though, like I said. You can see the back loop. We're gonna increase. 1, 2. And then 2 more singles as we go around. I didn't put the marker in, but I can see where I left off. If you need a marker, you can use one. I did bring one. Okay, we did 2, and then 1 single, another single, and then, hold on, oops, and then another double, and then this should be 12 when we're done with this round. And this, I think, is the last one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to count. Okay, here we go. Like I said, the beginning of the tree is kind of tricky, and then as it grows, it gets the pattern is much easier. Okay. All right, let's count because you can see where it started and finished. I forgot to put my marker in, but anyway, I never use them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 right there. All right, so then now this next round, you're just going to go 12 all the way around. Okay, 12. You're gonna go through obviously both the loops. Making sure you can see me. See that? Like I said, as this tree grows, it'll be easier, but you can see them. We're gonna go around once, single crochet in each of the single crochets where we increased on the last row. Okay, and then the next row, if you haven't figured out, will be your branches. So let's get this around. I was just telling you guys, this is working so smooth. Okay. Going around. Almost there. You can see, I know where it started. If you don't, you can use a marker. Okay. And now we're just about there. Okay. Okay, I believe that's 12. I'm gonna double check. It is 12, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now here's where we're gonna do the branches. It's starting to look like a tree already, just the top of your tree. Okay, branches again. So again, working in the front loop only, you're gonna crochet, single crochet, I should say, in the first front loop, chain 3, and slip stitch. Same all the way around. So you're gonna single crochet. You could probably use a bigger hook if you want. I'm using an H. Remember what I taught you. Bigger the hook, bigger the project. Just like with the hearts, the bigger the hook, the bigger the heart. Smaller the hook, smaller the project. Okay, 3 chains. And then here we go, the next one. Slip stitch, it's such a simple thing. You're gonna keep increasing every time you go around, in case you haven't figured this out. It's really easy to catch on. Slip stitch it. We're almost done. Going around. Front only. Front loop only, I should say. And the back is where you're going to increase, and then you're going to go around. This pattern is super fun and easy, and you get done, and you got a tree. I put lights in mine. I use the fairy lights. My mother's already had to replace hers. So we got this. Slip stitch it. And we're getting there. So basically it starts off where it's a little pain, and then it gets easier, and then as it grows, you know, it takes obviously longer to get all the way around. And this is the slip stitch. Being uncooperative. Okay, this is already coming out pretty. This is some nice yarn. I like Red Heart. It's good for projects like this, 3D. I don't like using Red Heart unless it's Red Heart Love. I think they make it Love. It's soft for like a blanket. But you want something a little firmer when you're making a tree. Okay. And I think we got around. You got those your branches, you can count them. All right, they've got one more to go, it seems like. Can I have one? And then, okay, now we're gonna increase again. Sorry, making sure. All right, here we go. Next. Okay, we went all the way around, and you got to work in now in the back loop. So it's like when you're working on the branches on the front loop, you go towards the other direction, and when you're working in the back loop, sorry, I got this big ball of yarn here, skein, I should say. You have to push it this way to see the back. Okay, your back. All right, and it exposes them. The back loop. And here we're going to increase again. We're going to go from the 12 to the 15. Am I right? So now we're going to do the the 2 crochets, single crochets right there. And right in there. And then 2 singles. Okay. It pops out at you, the back. Okay, and then we're doing 15 this time. So just growing, and now when we do this next one, the next branches, instead of chain 3, it's going to be chain 4, okay? So from here, after this one, from here on out, it's going to be 3 chains. All right, we're going to do 1, 2. Okay. And then 2 singles, follow that by 2 singles as we go around. 2 increase. And then 2 singles. And so you got the concept now, I think. I'm going to keep it, and you can stop where you want. You don't have to make a big tree. You can make a little tree. My daughter did this pattern and she made it really big. She made it big for a relative. So they paid her to do it. Her brother did. Is this what you want to do? All right, and then the next round you're going to do, so you're going to start, because that should be it. 1, 2, 3. You got 15. So now you're going to go back down and do the regular single crochet all the way around. Just be careful, we don't join. So we'll go back through there, both stitches, and go 1 round around. Go all the way around once. It's only 15. And you keep increasing. If you notice, you go 12, 15, 18, 21, and you keep just increasing. You get the concept. And then 1 row in between after you increase. 1 row of single crochets. It's not hard. This is from this round forward, you will use 4 chains. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, we're almost all the way around. All right. Okay, so now front loop again. You push your branches from the previous rounds forward. Okay, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch. Okay, that's what your tree's looking like right now. So I'll meet you in a few rounds, see how well you're doing. And then it's simple, it's just so simple. You just keep going around and doing what I just showed you, keep increasing. 3. That's all you do. So we're on where we have 15. The next round will be 18, then 21, 24, you get the point. And you work only in the front loop, only with the branches. Single crochet, chain 4. 1, 2, 3. This is some amazing yarn. It feels amazing. Perfect for this tree. Slip stitch. And just the front loop only, same thing. Single crochet. And I'll see you in a few rounds. My lovely, beautiful people. Okay, so I'm meeting you back on round 24. So from here on out, like I said, you're going to increase 3 in every round. And then you do 1 complete round of just single crochets after you do your increase in the back loop only. So here we are. This will be the last increase for the branches. Okay, I've gone around. This is round 24, front loop only, And from here on out, basically, it's simple. Single crochet, now we do 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 2 rounds, you know, 1, 2, or actually 3 rounds, we did chain 3s. At least definitely the first the first round, 1, 2, 3, the first 2 rounds, I'm sorry. And then the last several rounds here was chain 4. So 1, 2, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 2 rounds was chain 3. Then round 4, the branches. So these 2 rounds here were chain 3s. These 3 were chain 4s. So depending on the length of the tree, or the height of the tree, I should say, that you want, you keep increasing. Okay, you can make it as big as you want. Some people stop here. That's all they want, is a simple little tree. I'm going to keep going to about the height of my thumbnail that I had that's the last tree I did, and go up several inches longer. So I'll probably go up to like round, I should say, like 36, because this is only 24, and see if I like it. If I don't like the height, I'll keep adding. And then I'm going to stuff it with lights. So basically you increase, and this is chain 5, and then slip stitch back into that original front loop of the single crochet that you did on the last round, where you just did the first round here after the branches, where you increased, and then you had a round, I should say, I keep saying row, a round of single crochets. And now this is where we put the branches on, and you've gone from 3, 4 chains. Now we're at 5. From here on out, it's 5 chains. Okay. Again, I'll show you. Front loop only. Single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, sorry about that, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch back in. Sorry about that. And you keep going, you can see. And then once I'm done with this round, this has 24, so then it'll go increase 3 more. So that'll go up to 27 and 30 and so on. 33, 36. So I'll keep increasing, and like I said, until I get it. I might even go to 42. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. And you do your 1, 2, 3. This one's for me. 3, 4. Wow. 4, 5. And we slip stitch it back in. It's a super simple pattern. It really is. And they're great gifts. And then again, front loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch back that in, that branch back in. And then I'm going to keep going until I got the height that I desire. Like, I'm going to make it pretty high, because I'm going to stuff it with, you can put stuffing in there with the lights. You can sew it in if you want, or leave it open. I'm going to leave mine open because I'm putting lights in it. It has stuffing, but I'm going to put lights in it. That way I can change my lights when they blow or go. So 5. That's that simple. And then so again, all the way around. Front loop only, because the back loops is where we do the increase, and then you do a round of singles, and then keep increasing if you want it higher. I know Christmas is still a ways off, but hey, if you're making them as a gift or gifts, or if you just want to decorate your house, I'm doing a neutral color. You can do different colors, green, silver, mint. I'm doing, as you can see, a buff. You can do white, because I'm going to leave this out all year long as a nightlight, you know, a little lit ornament, country accent. Come back. So I'm going to go all the way around. Front loop only for the single, chain 5, slip stitch, and repeat. Huh. Five, and then slip stitch that in. Super easy to get the height that you want. And I'm also, the description, I'll make sure to include the pattern so you can refer to it. You can always email me if you have any questions. And like I said, I have tutorials that teach you how to do the chains, the slip stitch. Okay, mine came back out. Sometimes this yarn is, this hook is super slippery, but these are my favorite hooks. The boy. And slip stitch that in. And like I said, when I finish this, which I almost am, I'm going to go from 24 to 27 and then repeat all the way until I get to the desired height. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I just want to make sure that you understand the pattern. My daughter, I think, made one of these when she was only like 16. So it's not too hard. And this is something that you can do when you're driving, or well, when you're a passenger, I should say, when you're on a car ride. You're whatever, going on a vacation or whatever. I used to sit here and crochet in the vehicle while going from one job to the next with my husband, because we had to drive a little distance, sometimes an hour. Gives you something to do rather than playing on your phone. Then in the end, you have a nice project or gift. And we're almost done with round 24. So I've escorted you or guided you through. It's not really round 24 if you want to think about it though, because we had to increase and add a single crochet between. But this is what it's called because it's what the size is on all 3 rounds is 24. Then I'm going to move it up to 27 and repeat what I've just shown you all the way up to this point till I get to my desired height where I can put my lights in. And you can stuff it and sew it in however you want to do, or you can do a little piece to go to cover it. Because I'm going to have lights, I'm not going to do that. They can stand on their own too without much stuffing, I'll be honest with you. So that completes that round. See, you don't even have to stuff it. It stands on its own. This is some nice worsted yarn. Isn't that cute? That's your Christmas tree, and this is Fran with Fran's Crochet. And you'll see me soon with the handle completion of the scrap yarn basket. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. See you in the next one.